Okay. This is Investigator Brad Fanner, Brad Allen Investigations in Modesto. This is an interview with Kendra Parra, who has quite a bit of knowledge about the person we know as Jackie Overton. And this is an interview being conducted on July 20th, and the time right now is 2:24 p.m. If you could state your name, that you are...
I'm Kendra.
Kendra Parra?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Kendra, are you taking part of this interview under your own accord? Is anyone coercing you into this interview? Have you been given any compensation for this interview by anyone at all? Okay. Okay. Well, the first question I have for you is how did you first come in contact with who we now know as Jackie Overton? And what personas were you in contact with when that began?
Okay. I first came in contact with Jackie as Lindsay Jackson, and that was through somebody named Chelsea Dawn, who may or may not be Jackie Overton as well, through the Facebook group, for Sister I's Facebook group. And she reached out to me as a quote-unquote hacker, and jumped in on a conversation between Chelsea and myself, which in my belief, I believe was still Jackie. I don't believe she hacked me. I believe she was actually Chelsea Dawn.
Okay. So it was just Lindsay Jackson at that time?
Yes.
When was that? What year was that?
That was 2015, and that was, I want to say, May 29th, 2015. It was the end of May for sure, possibly the first few days in June.
Okay.
It was after my Vegas trip.
Okay.
To visit the Browns.
What, okay. So was it was after your Vegas trip to meet the Browns, but she got in contact with you as Chelsea Dawn? Or somebody
posted,
okay.
Yeah, Chelsea Dawn posted on Robin's page.
Uh-huh.
Basically was the very first person to give any information about Sam Cooper.
Okay.
And so I took the opportunity to reach out to Chelsea.
Okay.
Just to pick her brain, find out who he is, and have him go away.
Okay. Okay.
Basically.
When did you first realize that Mary Brown was being catfished?
I didn't realize that. I didn't even think that till October of 2015.
Okay.
I suspected possibly, based on what I had heard, around September, but then Jackie kept continuously, Lindsay actually, as Lindsay Jackson continued to prove to me, that a relationship happened, that Sam was real, so it was a kind of a big game of ping pong.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of back and forth. I would doubt, she would give me more information to trust her. Trying to convince me that Mary was lying.
How did you first start hearing that Mary was catfished then in September? What made you believe Mary was catfished in the first place?
I didn't believe that.
Okay.
Not in the first place. No, I didn't believe that. It was what was being said, that Mary had said that she was catfished, and I thought she was just making it up.
Oh, okay, okay.
I thought she was just covering up for the relationship she was having with Sam.
I see, okay. Okay. How did you ever get contact information for Samuel J. Cooper?
There was no contact information.
Okay, have you ever been in contact with
Sam? I've spoken to Sam. He called me.
Okay.
That's what happened. Yeah, you can't research him. There's no information on him.
Okay.
But he contacted me through Lindsay's phone, actually.
Okay.
There was a few times he called me from a different phone number, but mostly it was through Lindsay's phone.
Okay.
When he was visiting.
Why did he call you?
To talk to me about Mary and his relationship with her and how much he was sad about it and how it broke his heart.
Okay. So he knew that you were close with Mary, or close with the Browns?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Okay. Mary actually told him not to trust me.
Mary told Samuel not to trust you?
Okay. Yeah, that was in a voicemail. I heard that.
Okay.
She wanted Lindsay and Samuel to not speak to me at all.
Okay.
Because I have no idea, really.
Okay.
Trying to destroy her. Something.
Okay. Have you had any dealings with any other personas believed to be Jackie Overton? If so, which ones and for how long?
Chelsea Dawn, and that was
Okay.
just a few days.
Okay.
Samuel Cooper.
Okay. Lindsay, obviously.
Lindsay Jackson.
Okay.
That's it. There hasn't been anyone else. I mean, maybe online I've been communicating with people that I think might be her, but I can't really say.
But you-
or
okay.
Peyton, as I believe is her.
Peyton? Okay.
I'm not sure of her last name. I don't think
Okay.
there's a last name.
Okay. Have you ever been in contact with Jackie Overton as Jackie Overton?
Yes, via text.
Via text? Okay.
Would not talk to me on the phone.
Okay. And she... Okay. So via text you said, yes, I'm Jackie Overton, and she talked to you. What did that conversation...
She didn't trust me. She didn't trust Lindsay. She didn't trust Sam.
Okay.
She didn't trust Mary. She was just wrongly accused. Didn't know
Okay.
why she was involved in the situation.
Do you have the phone number that she contacted you on?
I don't.
No? Okay.
I might be able to track it down, but I don't have that on me.
Okay. Okay, so do you believe that Samuel and or Lindsay actually exist?
No.
No. Okay. So why, if not, why do you cause others to believe that you do?
I had to. I was told to.
You were
But-
told to by
Jackie. Lindsay.
Lindsay?
By Lindsay. If I didn't do that, she would harm me or the Brown family.
Okay.
Various ways. There's always been a different way of how she would do it, whether it be ruining my name, ruining their name, creating stories that didn't exist. There's a variety of ways.
Okay.
And she's accomplished quite a few.
When do you think that was that she told you that? Like about what
When she
time
threatened
period?
me, she started threatening me from day one.
Okay.
That was the
When did she tell you that you had to keep this up, that you believed that she was real?
September.
September?
Yeah, that was when I first doubted her, when I first heard that she was being catfished,
Okay.
or Mary was being catfished.
And how did she go about saying, so Lindsay never admitted that she wasn't real, but
Never.
she said to you, you need to tell people that I'm real? How did she go about saying that?
Just, she would shut me down. She would flip out, and that's when crazy stories would come out. You know, she would do other things to harm me, and so I was like, okay, I get it, I'm good.
So it's not that you were told to keep it up and cause others to believe, but you were just told to stop outing her?
No, yes.
Okay.
Stop.
Just stop outing her.
Stop
Okay.
outing Sam. No, stop hurting Sam.
Oh,
Stop.
okay.
You're hurting me by not believing me. You're this. It's kind of hard to explain.
Okay. No, I understand.
In
I
order
get
to
it.
keep her talking to me, to keep the story coming, to break her, to crack her, to get her to admit,
Okay.
to get her to trust me,
Uh-huh.
to get her to
Okay.
admit, I had to keep her happy.
Okay. So you kept her happy that way by keeping up that you believe.
And there's other times, yeah, where
Okay.
things would appear on my Facebook or in my group that were not by me. Yeah, there are times. People don't want to believe she hacks, but I know she does hack. She's
Okay.
able to get into your stuff.
Oh, so some of the things that she states as you, she states things as you?
Yep.
Okay.
Fake accounts have been made in my name. There's been a lot of things. That
Bank
happen.
accounts have been made?
Fake accounts.
Oh, fake accounts.
Yeah, mimicking my Facebook, mimicking my Twitter.
Okay.
Using my Twitter, I speak a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's pretty obvious when I'm not talking, but yeah, she'll do those things.
Okay, so do you ever keep it up personally? Do you ever keep that up to where you believe? Do you ever put it out there that you believe Lindsay
yeah,
and Sam
I
are
definitely
real?
believed it for a while.
No, I mean, do you ever put it out there after not believing it that they're real?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I did. After recently, after this, certain things were put out. You know,
Okay.
things that I've said or certain interviews that I've done were put out there, and yeah, just
Okay.
she would get mad, and just to keep her happy, I would just go, okay, I'll fix it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. When you invited Samuel J. Cooper to your Facebook group, did you already know it was Jackie behind it, or did you believe Samuel was
I knew
real?
it was him. I was hoping that he would slip with all the beratement from the fans are pretty aggressive, and there were some people on there that I knew were not believing it, and I was hoping that it would just be more documentation to trap her.
Okay.
Catch her.
Oh, you knew it was her. You knew it was Jackie. Okay.
I was just hoping he would slip up somewhere, or she would
Gotcha.
slip up, and it would be documented on messages, because I know everything is documented and copied that way.
Okay.
So these are just ways of keeping her talking and having her make a mistake,
Okay.
catching her off guard.
Gotcha. Okay. Did you ever Skype or video chat with Samuel J. Cooper, quote unquote?
Skype with a guy.
Did Skype with a guy? Okay. Did that person look like the guy in the photos?
It's hard to say.
Yeah. What was
All
it?
I really saw was a shirt, a tie, like maybe a chin area, but it was very fuzzy, almost dark on the face.
Okay.
So it was really hard to say. And this is a time where I believed there was a guy. So it was like, yeah, I talked to a guy. That's
okay.
true. There was a guy there. It even got to a point where I thought there still is a guy, but it's definitely not a Sam Cooper. I thought maybe she hired somebody, or maybe it was a family member that was posing for her, or keeping the persona going.
Okay. How many times do you think you Skyped?
It was just one solid time, and not for very long. Probably more so to see who I was, I'm assuming.
Okay. Okay, so did Samuel really visit you at the hospital?
No.
No. Okay.
No, she wanted me to put that out there.
Okay. Lindsay told you to do that? Did she threaten you when she told you to do that in any way?
No, she said, you're going to do this.
Okay.
And then in order to catch her for her photoshopping skills, things like that, I asked her if she would Photoshop Sam into a picture.
Oh, did you? Okay.
She did.
Did she?
She didn't do a very good job, but she did.
Okay.
She wanted me to release it, but I refused to. My whole motivation was just to prove that she can do all these little things.
Okay. What gifts did you receive while you were in the hospital?
I didn't receive anything while I was in the hospital, but I recently received a gift from her, a bottle of perfume, which I have.
Okay. Did you put it out there that you had received gifts in the
Yes.
hospital? Okay.
She just wanted me to make it more realistic that he was there.
Gotcha. And just to reiterate, your whole purpose for redoing that, for causing others to believe that they came, that Samuel Cooper came to the hospital, is to keep her happy? Is to keep her on the line?
To keep
kinda?
her happy, keep her going, but when she gets manic, she slips up.
Okay.
When she gets passionate about something, she slips up.
Okay.
The more I kept her talking and present, the more I believed she would just eventually make a mistake.
How does she slip up?
Her accent.
Okay.
She loses her accent. When she's drinking, she falls into a different tone. There are certain words that she says that are not Australian. I mean, goes into this almost like Kansas. I don't really know the accents, but it's like, and then I also noticed when I was talking to Samuel, he has a southern accent, but she laughs the same way he does. It's a ha ha ha. And
Samuel and who laughed?
Lindsay
And
laugh the same. So it's a different voice, different tone, but she tries to keep it separate. But there's times where she'll get really into a conversation, she'll fall into this belly laugh, and Samuel does the same thing. And it's actually been documented, and I've heard recordings that have been put out there on Twitter.
Okay.
So I know people have actually caught it. It was just something I was trying to verify when I was trying to figure out if he was real or not.
Okay.
And she also says when she's making a story up or when she's lying and fabricating. And so I would catch her and Sam doing the same and then she also says at the end of whatever, a story, so funny, so funny. Sam does the same thing. There's very similar characteristics that she would, that's how I basically realized, okay, that's it.
Okay. Why did Samuel dedicate the book Almost Married to You?
Keep me in the loop. I believe she's trying to flip all this on me. I believe when she gets caught, she's going to try to somehow make it be me. This is all me. That's why I think she sent gifts and everything. I think she's trying to, I don't know the term, when you know you've done something wrong, you want somebody to go down with you. And I believe she's trying to do that with me.
What's some information that you've provided to her about yourself?
A lot.
A lot? I mean, you don't have to tell me exactly the information, but basically, like name, address. Have you given her bank accounts or information or anything like that? Work address, anything like that?
No.
Access to social media?
No.
Access to email accounts?
Nope.
Okay, so it's basically just name and address.
She created a program to hack.
Okay.
She sent me it on Skype. When I can log back into my Skype, I can get it. She gave me exact directions. I actually sent the copies over to certain people who have them. This is when it was going on.
When was that?
September.
September 2015?
Said August and September were the hot months of when this was all, when she was trying to build a relationship with me.
Okay. When she sent you, she created a program to hack, you said. When she sent you that, is that something that you clicked on and were hacked at that time that you believe? Or were you going to help her hack, or I don't understand?
She wanted me to.
Okay.
But I knew not to.
Okay.
That's not who I am. I would never do that. So I referred the information over to let somebody know. Well, I'm not going to mention names because that's,
Okay.
Well, I can. I sent it over to the family to let them know that this is what was going on. I tried to keep them updated for a while on things.
Was that her intention? She wanted to hack the family?
She wants to hack everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
But did she state to you that she wants to hack the Brown family?
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
of course. Absolutely. She would do anything to take them down.
Okay.
That's what she wanted me to do.
Okay.
She wanted to use me to take them down, I believe.
Okay.
Oh, and she definitely did.
Okay. Did she, now anything that she sent you, did she ever send you any links that you were aware of? Have you ever clicked on a link that she sent to you?
Yeah.
Lots of times? Or
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. What do they usually end up being? Is it to like say, hey, look at these pictures, or?
Sometimes they're two really inappropriate sites.
Okay.
We'll just say that. And I'm sure she created the websites. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not into this. I just recently started learning how she possibly could have gotten into my stuff, and I found programs that, yeah, absolutely she can. She can do it from a cell phone.
About how many links do you think you've clicked on your phone, on your computer?
New phone now, so I haven't clicked on anything yet.
Okay.
20.
Don't connect to your Wi-Fi, by the way, with that.
I just switched providers.
Did you? Okay, good.
I've had to switch 3 times now because of it.
So clicked on several links, new phone, you haven't, so you're good. But I'm sorry.
I don't use computers. I don't use laptops. I don't use tablets anymore.
Okay, sorry, and I didn't even hear the answer because I started talking. How many links do you think you've clicked
Probably
on?
about 20.
About
It's been
20
a year,
links.
so.
Okay. So there's been a lot of times where she could have easily hacked you, obviously.
Of course. Nobody wants to believe that, but it's true.
Okay.
But the information she sent me was to specifically how to get into your Facebook. That was the one thing. I know she can get in Facebook's.
Anybody's
Makes sense.
Facebook.
Of course. And emails. She definitely, yes, because I had private stuff released to the media.
Okay.
They contacted me, thank God, to let me know. And they chose not to release it, which is a good thing.
When did you first realize she was hacking you?
I knew from the beginning.
Okay.
She's definitely gotten to my Facebook from the very beginning. And I believe she was watching me because things would disappear off my Facebook groups. If anything, I think she was just sitting there watching. Just waiting.
Okay. So you knew from the beginning, but you didn't know it was because of the links you were clicking on, or you didn't know?
I just learned that from you, so
okay.
I never thought. I never realized you could click on a link and be hacked. So thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, don't click on links that you
There you go. Now I know.
that you don't trust.
I thought that just put a virus on your computer. I didn't realize
It
that.
can, but that's a way to hack you. Yeah,
See, that's new for me. So I just basically screwed my life up. Thank you.
Okay.
Awesome.
What caused you to believe it was? Well, I guess. You knew from the beginning it was Jackie that was hacking your account.
Nobody else would.
Yeah. Okay. What kind of things did she do to where you realized you were hacked?
Oh, the best was putting out a statement for me saying Sam is real.
Okay.
She put that on my Facebook, on my groups. That was probably the time where the Browns were like, this is definitely a bad person in our life. Yeah, so that was the biggest thing, I think. Going out and saying ludicrous things I would never say.
If I were to tell you right now that I have somebody that could go through everything that you have, your Wi-Fi, your everything, and find out
What she's done to me?
What she's done to you, what's actually been done by you, what's actually done by her, would you ever be okay with that? Okay. How did your audio files end up on the Bat blog?
Oh, that was an interview.
Okay.
That was somebody who was, trying to be my friend,
Okay.
which was actually somebody she had call me.
Okay. Do you know who that was?
No,
Okay.
no idea.
What kind of interview was it?
It was to basically, it wasn't even an interview. It was just talking as a friend.
Uh-huh. Okay. Was the phone call recorded? Is that what it was?
Apparently.
Okay. Did you know the phone call was being recorded? Okay.
If I thought this person was actually trying to be a nice person,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Should have thought about it, I guess.
Okay.
I don't think anything I said was off. I just shouldn't have said so much.
Right. Okay. Do you know who that person is?
Her.
You think it was Jackie that you were
I know
talking
it was
to?
her.
Okay.
Just being somebody else with a
Gotcha.
totally different voice, who was supposedly supporting me through all this stuff. Just trying to, understand why the Browns hurt me.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Trying to convince me that they did all these things to me.
And I'm assuming the Bat blog, the Bat blog we're referring to is Samuel J. Cooper's blog, correct? Okay.
I didn't know about that. I actually had people send me links.
Mm-hmm.
Real people I know send me real links to that.
Uh-huh.
So that's where I was like, oh, really? Awesome.
Yeah.
It's
You
in
can click
YouTube.
on those links. Just make
Oh
sure
my gosh.
make sure it looks like they sent it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so if you do not believe Samuel and Lindsay exist, what has taken you so long to come forward?
Oh, I'm totally afraid.
Okay.
I'm afraid of what she'll do to me, and I'm afraid of what she'll do to the Browns. I believe she's sickly, twisted, mental, sociopathic, multi-personality. I can't even begin to tell you what I think she is, but I know she's smart, very smart. She's calculating. She has a plan for everything she does. She's probably catfishing other people.
I would say most likely, yeah.
Well, she
is.
bought me a gift. She can't afford a gift, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to buy me all these big things. Buy me a brand new Louis Vuitton purse.
Mm-hmm.
She's trying to get me, I have texts, she's trying to get me to buy, or so she can buy me a big gift for my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
But it has to be bigger and bigger and bigger. So I think I'm being set up to be stealing from someone. So, I believe it. I actually allowed it to happen. I still have actually I have it right here. I have the gift. Here's one of the gifts. It's not been opened. It's being kept for evidence. I have to have the box at home. I have the receipts and everything.
Okay.
So it's going to be saved for just in case this was a theft. I alerted the Amazon. They couldn't give me any information, but I know I think it's stolen.
Okay. Okay. So would you say you're catfishing Jackie Overton?
That's a horrible thing to say. Yes, in reality, I am trying to catfish the catfisher.
Okay.
But I'm not, because I'm me. It would have been smarter if I came up with some other wonderful identity. But she knows me. She knows who I am. She knows where I live. She knows.
So you're not doing it
it
under a fake persona that
Nope.
Okay.
If I was that creative, I would, but no.
Okay.
I'm not that good. Everyone knows who I am. They know how I talk, so
Gotcha.
it'd be too tough.
Okay.
I'd slip up and be me.
All right. Do you have recorded conversations with Jackie?
Sadly, I tried. I had some, mostly Sam, just to identify and study his voice.
Uh-huh.
I'm hoping I still have them. They're on my old phone.
Okay.
But I can easily do it again.
Okay.
She talks a lot. I can get her to talk for hours, so it's not hard. It wouldn't be tough.
Okay. Do you send or receive text messages with Samuel or Lindsay?
Always Lindsay.
Always Lindsay?
He's only used one phone number before. I don't have it anymore. I probably could look it up. But it was probably like a track phone or something.
Okay.
But it's always been her phone number.
Okay. Do you know that phone number?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I hope nothing happens. Okay, it's area code 702 704 4953.
Okay. Has Lindsay ever slipped and started talking like Jackie, I guess? I guess we don't know what Jackie sounds like. I mean, have you ever talked to Jackie?
No, but Jackie, there's a recording of Jackie from Wichita. Some recording like that, and she'll fall into that Kansas type accent, which I don't understand because apparently she's never lived in Kansas, but that could be one of her personas, I guess.
Well, it's not far from Oklahoma, so.
I guess. So I guess they have the same
I'm not a linguist, so maybe they do, yeah, I don't know.
But it's very much like she'll do her Australian accent, and then she'll fall into her, I don't know, I can't do it. I could try, but I can't. But yeah, she does all the time. And she sometimes does the Southern, too, which is very weird.
Okay. Has Jackie ever slipped and spoken of her actual mother, Della, while speaking as Samuel or Lindsay?
Yeah, she has. She's not said Della, but she, someday in May, her mother died.
Okay.
She made a big deal to me. And they flew to Australia or some big deal. Sometimes she falls and says, my mom's favorite perfume, she'll talk about that, is Chanel. And, it's like she's got two different moms. It's weird. She has one created illusion of a mother, and then she has who Della really is, which is...
Okay.
Yeah.
But has she ever mentioned Della by name or stated her name as Della? Okay.
She just recently slipped up and said she had a brother. For a long time, she said she had no siblings.
Okay.
And recently, she slipped up and said she had a brother.
How did she back that up if she slipped up? Did you call her?
I didn't correct her.
Okay.
Nope, because I just let her keep going. She started telling me stories about her mom and dad, and I was like, no. When she does that, I don't correct her.
What does she say about her mom and her dad?
She just really tries to keep it basic. She tries to kind of mimic what you say. But just kind of, nothing.
Anything that could be tied to what if we know anything about Jackie's mother, if there's anything to find, is it anything that could be matched?
She said her mom was tough on her.
Yeah?
Really tough on her. Tough on her, she and her brother, and she'd say that, like when her brother example was my kids were arguing, and she said, when we used to argue, my mom used to have us sit together and hug it out. Stuff like that, just basic stories. And then I was like, oh, that's interesting. And I wanted to be like, well, you don't have a brother. But then I was like, no. I'll let that one go. See if she'd say more.
Has Jackie or any of her personas used the word catfish in any of her conversations with you?
Oh, yeah. She says it all the time. She says, show me the proof. She always says, if you talk to a troll, show me the proof. Show me the proof. And I'll say, okay, well, I still wonder, if you are a catfish, then teach me how, just try to get her talking. And she's like, but I'm not a catfish. I would never do that. She truly believes what she says.
Okay. How has Jackie affected your life, positively or negatively?
She's made me very paranoid.
Yeah.
And scared. I've lost my best relationship from her, the whole world, literally the internet world and even people in my personal life question and doubt and wonder if I'm really capable of doing these things. I've had people ask me if I truly am catfishing with her. So she's totally affected me. In many ways destroyed me.
Okay.
And I've, of course, allowed it to happen in many ways, but my intention was always to stop her, catch her, and protect this family and anybody she's ever hurt, actually. But she's that good.
How about, personally, aside from indirectly affecting you in that way, has she ever directly done anything to you negatively?
Yeah, I've had police show up at our house to do a drug raid.
Okay.
Somebody reported that there were drugs planted or growing drugs. I don't really know no, they never explained to me the real, true reason behind it, but yeah, I had 10 cops show up to raid our house.
Okay.
And she didn't deny it, didn't agree.
Did they raid your house?
Well, they know me. We live in a small town, so we didn't have to go there. But to be honest with you, having a ton of sheriffs, I'm set off,
Yeah.
and we're in a little private area, and to have a bunch of officers show up at your house.
Right. So it was a sheriff's
who didn't
department?
know me at first, going, put your hands up, whatever. It's like, excuse me?
Yeah.
What? And then obviously the officers we were like, what's going on? This is like crazy.
They didn't tell you who if it was
Anonymous.
an anonymous. They said it was an anonymous tip.
Anonymous tip.
How about anything else?
That have actually happened. Just my name being smeared everywhere. Articles being created that I never put out there. Personal situations that I will not discuss being made public. Things that I would never do. Stuff that was taken from my email and published or given to media. I'm trying to destroy my relationship with Robin, saying I've said all these horrible things. Anything I've ever said about the family, and I'm going to state this right now, and I don't care who hears it, has been what I feel is true in my opinion. And if somebody has chosen to violate that and go and put it out there, I'm totally wrong for saying anything. But as far as going to intentionally hurt these people, I would never do that, because I've spent many years protecting them, because I love this family. And she knows that, and that's her biggest thing, is to destroy them. She spent a lot of time putting it in my head that they intentionally hurt me, or they use me, or all these different things. And I actually questioned, like, whoa, you're right. Are you right? Why are you telling me this? And she's a grand manipulator. She takes you and she makes you self-doubt and question your sanity. It's crazy. I know it sounds crazy even saying this out loud, but she's very good. She actually had me believing some of her BS. I still sit here sometimes and go, maybe it is. I mean, she's that good, and people don't understand how serious this is.
I totally get you.
People think it's a quick fix. This is not a quick fix.
I don't mean to be off topic, but I got to tell you, some of my clients are the most educated and smartest people I've come in contact with. They made very well from themselves and still fall into this, because if somebody is able to manipulate like that, they know what buttons to push and how to use it. I'm not a psychologist, but it's... But
it's scary. It makes you wonder, are they crazy or are they that good? It's yeah.
And it can be both. There's no reason it can't be.
I know. But then why? That's what I don't get. And I'm going to say this because it's true. She said, I've even found myself saying this to her, you're funny, you're sweet. She really sometimes has a really good heart. She really, really tries to take care of the people she cares about. And I know any victim out there will say this. It's true. She makes you feel like you're okay. You're going to be fine. And she's going to be the friend there for you. And the sad part is that I want to say to her, I don't understand. You have all these great qualities. There's no reason to do this. You can get real friends. It's true. You don't have to scam people. And I think she truly believes that she and we have a real friendship because she's talking to me. And she believes this. And
you think she believes the persona she's using?
Absolutely.
You think she believes
She believes she's Lindsay.
Okay.
She truly does. I mean, I hate to say it. She really, truly believes she's this person. Or my other theory is this is who she truly wants to be, and she's created this for herself. And she hasn't gotten in trouble yet for it. And the sad part is that you've hurt a lot of people on the way, but you truly could be that person. Second chances, there are some, but you have to admit to the things you've done. I hate to say it like that. I don't mean to turn this into I'm just a human, and I've been dealing with this person for a year. And I've never had the feeling of she's mentally okay. I've always felt she's just unstable. And that's what's the sad part.
Okay.
As dangerous as she is, though, I'm not going to distract from that. She's very dangerous.
Have you ever witnessed anything that she's done or been aware of things that she's done to be considered dangerous?
Almost. She talks like she wants to do some crazy things, and I've talked her out of some crazy things, which heightened my fear. I've always been afraid that she would really harm Cody or find someone to harm him. And I've been afraid she would do the same to Mary because she's so angry. It's almost like she felt like Mary was her one chance. I have no idea for what. This is just a brainstorm. And that Mary has publicly humiliated her, and it's like she wants revenge. This is this is as public as you can get if you think about it. So she's got this deep-rooted hate.
Has she ever specifically said what she's going to do to people or what she wants to do to the family? Has she ever said anything?
She's talked about hitmen that she knows through her gambling, but I've taken it with a grain of salt, but at the same time, I'm going to take everything she says seriously. You know, you just never know. It's unreliable information.
Let's talk about the gambling. Do you think Jackie Overton is a gambler, or is this a persona that Lindsay uses?
I think Jackie Overton is a huge gambler.
Yeah.
A huge
Does she
drinker.
know, when you talk to her as Lindsay, does she seem to know a lot about
everything?
Gambling? That
Mhm.
I mean, could some of it be made up that you just wouldn't be aware of because you're not a gambler? Or?
Totally, I Googled it.
Okay.
Totally. I've Googled her terminology and things like that. I know nothing about gambling.
Okay.
She knows a lot about it. Pretty much, yeah. She talks in languages that only a gambler would know.
Okay.
She's one of those, probably spends her whole day at a casino drinking. And she's not drinking now. She's apparently not doing that anymore. But yeah, she knows what she's doing. And people have this idea that she has no money and she's down and out. I don't believe that at all.
Mm-hmm. You believe she has money?
I believe she has money, either through the connections and people she knows or through her gambling. I believe she can take a trip somewhere if she wants to. People are saying she can't. She's been to Vegas before. She's filmed being in there. She has YouTubes of her journeys, pictures, things like that. People have this idea that she's not going to go anywhere. That's not true.
Okay.
She can get places if she needs to. Whether it's through somebody else or on her own, she can. So don't sit there and think that she can't.
Okay. Do you wish you had never met Jackie Overton?
Yes. No, that's not true. Yeah. Yes and no.
Yes and no?
Yes.
Why
I'm
yes
on
and
the
why
line.
no?
Yes, because she scares the living shit out of me. And no, wait, okay, we're
Yes, you wish you'd never
yes,
met her.
I wish I never met her. And actually, I'm happy in the ways that I have because I've learned so much. I've literally watched somebody take people down, and it's scary. So now I know what people are capable of. I kind of was, I had blinders on for a while. I always trusted everybody. Now I don't trust anybody. She's taught me not to trust anyone. She's good at that too. She's good at making you even, it's really strange, always have a shadow of a doubt about somebody. She's good at planting that in your thoughts. So it's like, I don't know if I'll ever trust. I've even found that in my own life, in my own world. It's like, wait, are you being 100% truthful or are you holding something back? That's what she's given to me, and I don't like it at all.